class is crazy busy, but this one's quiet. Paul's in Australia. Right, okay, so we're going to move general kind of workout. So let's just start with to get moving first. So we'll just come into like a warrior type pose. Let's take our gaze to our thumb and just hold that stretch just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up the other way. Breath in and out. In and out. Last one. Well done. Come back to center position and then just take your hands behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Just create that opening of the chest. Chin to chest, and then just gently, gently rolling into a half fold. And then if you want to come down into full fold, you can. Take a lovely inhale through the nose. And then out breath as we gently come back up. So keep the core engaged. Back up to center. And then the other side. So again, just come into your warrior type pose. Keep the shoulders down, gaze to the thumb. And then let's take that hand down towards the inner calf. The other one comes up. Take a breath in, pull your shoulder blades together. And then just gently up the other way. Breath in and out. In and gently back up. I'm just going to put you on mute, honey, just because it's just feeding back, that's all. Just give me one sec. Yeah. Okie dokie. So let's go straight into a little bit of balance work. So make sure that obviously if you've not done Pilates for a few weeks, that you've got something, either a wall or a chair or something in case you need it. Hopefully you won't. So we're just going to take the back leg long. Try and keep headlights on the hips. So we're just going to hold that position. And then we're going to try, if we can, to bring the arm backwards as we bring the knee up. Let's go again. 2, hold. So you're working through the bottom. Back up. 3 more. Back. Into the season of fall, slippery leaves. So let's get that supporting leg strong. 1 more. And then hold, take the hands on the hips. Just take that leg out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take that foot over the standing foot, reach up nice and tall. Take the hand on the wrist, pull, take a beautiful in-breath. And out. In. And out. And then push the hips over, pulling on that wrist to get a nice lateral stretch of the body. Breath in. And out. In. And gently back up. And then just take the hips backwards, chin to chest, weight forwards. Gently, gently down into that fold. Again, just noticing where the tension is in the body. Is it in the bottom or is it in the back of the legs? Take a lovely in-breath. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. from the front knee and gently, gently restack that spine back up. Remember, it was the back leg we were stood on, so we're now going to stand on that front leg. Yeah. Take the other leg back, and then we're just going to gently, I can't remember what I did. Yep. Hold that position. Keep the core engaged. Lift. And again. And lift. And again. Really good for shoulder movement as well. 2, 1, hold, take it out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, well done. Take the foot over the standing foot, reach the same hand as the leg in front up towards the ceiling, grab hold of the wrist, pull and push the hips in one direction so you're feeling the stretch laterally through the body. Take a lovely in-breath and out. In and out. Back up to neutral, chin to chest, hips back, gently, gently down towards the floor. Letting the head just hang. Take a beautiful in-breath. And out. Really try to breathe into the upper back, into the ribs. Last one, breath in. And gently, gently restack the spine back up. Beautiful. Back to centre. So if everything felt a bit stiff there, let's just do 4 pelvic circles. For 3, for 2, my belly's making some funny noises. 1, and then circle back the other way. 4, 3, good. 2, 1, and then just do one more, but really, really super slow. So take the hips in one direction, really slow it down, the hips in the other, and then dip. And then again the other way, super slow. And relax. Well done. Let's come into our parallel position. Let's take it into, if you can, we normally do that, but if you can, try and just take it up like this. And just notice how one side may be better than the other. So just try and take the hand more so it's into the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and you'll notice that my right hand is not as good because it's tighter, and 1. Well done. Back to centre, let's do our calf raise and our big circle. If that's too much, take it into a small lever. 3, big toe down, 4, 5, 6, lovely, 6 the other side, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's do some little squats. So keep the shoulders down, bum backwards as we go into 20. Six more. 6, 5, quadricep stretch, so bring that heel in towards the bottom. If you want to test your balance, you can go into dancer's pose. Hold. Back to centre. Switch to the other side. You can always hold on to something if it's more about the stretch, or if you want to check your balance. Into dancer's pose, hold. And then back to centre. Well done. Let's pick up one weight at a time. So let's pick up a weight. Take the opposite foot to the leg, to the arm that you've got the weight in. Take it in front. We're going to take it into a bicep, and then we're turning the palm in, and we're going to take it into an overhead. If you don't like overhead, then just do the bicep. 2. Really concentrate on the resistance. 3. Nice and slow. 4. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. Well done. And then just calf raise again and a front raise. 1, 2, 3. Calf raise is really good for the lymphatic system as well, because that pumping action. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Switch sides again, grow an inch. I wish I could. Yeah. Good. 8, 9, 10. Well done. Back into front raise. 1, 2. You don't have to do your calves if you don't want. You can just do the arm. I've got bar after this, so I'm going to just relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come to the back, give your calf a nice little stretch by just pushing the heel into the mat. Bring your weight into the brow strap area. Shoulder blades down. Take it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder blades down, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Switch to the other side. And again. 12, 11, 10, 9. 1, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Back to centre. Switch again. Last ones. Shoulders down again. Grow an inch. And then we're just going to take it for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, we're going to get on the floor after this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. The other side. Two, and 1. Well done, beautiful. Place it down, take a drink if you need. Okay, let's just do a lovely stretch. So take one foot in front of the other, whichever foot is in front. Take the same arm up, bring it into that tricep, push down. Good, take the hand on the head, bring it behind the back. Pull the shoulder blades together of that little neck stretch, really important. You can try and just bring the chin towards the chest. And then just move it round slightly. Just go easy. And gently back to centre position. Take that hand by your side, the hand behind the back comes out in front, just into that deltoid stretch. Back to centre, let's switch. Legs, same hand goes up towards the seam, there's the leg in front. Bring it down, push that palm in towards the shoulder blades, take a lovely in-breath. And out. In. And out. Well done. Take the hand off the elbow onto the head. Bring the hand behind the back. Gently, gently bring that ear towards the shoulder. So you're feeling the stretch through the neck. You can take a slight chin to chest. Can be quite intense this. I suffer a bit with my neck. And you can just gently bring it to the middle and just side to side. And then gently, gently up. Bring the hand out in front and into that deltoid stretch. Take a breath in. Good. And then just take your arms out in front, just to give that nice little opening of the chest. For 2, for 3, for 4. Oh, for 4, something's happening on here. Your internet connection is unstable. I don't know why you're saying that. Yeah, hopefully it's alright. I don't know why it's saying that. I apologise if something happens with the internet, Angela. I'm going to keep going. Okay, is it alright? Okay, lovely. So let's come straight down onto the floor. Let's get some movement into our back. So if you want a bit more protection through the knees, just double up your mat, guys. Spread your fingers really nice and wide, equal distance between the little fingers and the edge of the mat. And then just stick your bum up in the air, stretch the front of the body into cow pose. Take a beautiful in-breath through the nose. And then start rounding through into cat. Letting the chin come towards the chest. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. And then just see if you can just spread the fingers a bit more. Really push into the mat to lift your hips up high, chin towards the chest. Take the right heel towards the floor. Hold that deep stretch to the back of the leg. Usually the calf feels it the most. And then switch the other side, heel down. And the other side. And the other side. And then gently back onto the mat again. Take the knees together and just plant your bum towards the heels. Just take a nice stretch. And well done. Okay, let's come straight onto our back. So let's take our ball. If you've not got a ball, then when we work into bridge, you just need to think about the knees being parallel. So it's always nice to kind of have a yoga block or something in between the thighs if you can, or a cushion. Really important that you are spreading the collarbones really nice and wide. The chin is gently just resting towards the chest, so you've got that nice length through the back of the head. The feet are hip distance apart. Always give yourself, there's no rush, we rush around everywhere in life. So let's just try and focus on the right posture. Feel like you're pushing your big toe into the mat, so you're not laterally tilting through the feet. Push the middle of the foot and the heel down. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And imagine there's a little grape underneath the lower back, and we are bringing our lower back to the mat to squash that grape. And start squeezing the ball, pushing the feet into the mat to bring yourself into bridge by slowly peeling your spine away. Really focus on the movement. Your knees and your shins push forward, the hips are level. Take a beautiful in-breath at the top and slowly down. Remember, Pilates is all about precision, concentration, quiet mind. So I'm not going to speak through, I'm going to give you one more cue for the next one, and then we're just going to continue for 4 more. So again, you gently roll the lower back into the mat, squeeze the ball, push the feet into the mat, slowly peel your spine away, sending the knees and the shins long. The hips are high, like a ski slope. Take a breath in, slowly lower. If you suffer from where you feel that you're a bit rounded shouldered, there's a really nice position where you can go into goalpost. Yeah, you come back, squeeze the ball, push the feet firmly into the mat, sending the knees and the shins forward. The hips are high. We take an inhale at the top, slowly lower. All the way through imprint, back to neutral. Let's go again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth as we roll into imprint, squeezing the ball, coming up into bridge, sending the hips high, the knees and the shins are forward. We take a breath in, slowly down. More movement. That's why I do Pilates, otherwise I'd be 3'6". Keep the spine lengthened. I'm planning to be this height when I'm 85. And again, slowly, slowly down. Beautiful. Well done. Just take the ball away and just cross your ankles to bring your knees into chest. Have a little roll around of that lower back. And then we're going to bring our feet back down as though we're doing a bridge, but then we're just going to walk our feet about a foot distance, as in the size of your foot away. So that automatically, when you're on the mat, you should automatically feel like you're in neutral spine. So we don't want our back arching, but we don't want to be forcing the lower back in as well. So we want to have that tiny gap underneath the lower lumbar spine, just above our bottom. Our ribs want to be connected. And we're going to take our hands behind our head. We're going to interlink our fingers and our thumbs into the neck area. Elbows are nice and wide. Sometimes when we take our elbows out wide, the ribs want to pop, so make sure you're pushing the rib cage in and down. Maintain that connection. Do not, when you lift up, squash the lower back in, so we're keeping a neutral spine. Chin to chest, we're going to lift as high as we can, hopefully onto the lower scapula, shoulder blade area, and then lower halfway. Out breath up. In breath down. Keeping the ribs together, out breath up. In breath down. And again. And then lift it up, and then all we're going to do is roll onto one shoulder blade and then back to centre. Lift the other. So we're doing a little bit of rotation. Yeah, not easy. So we're trying not to move the elbows too much. 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting the obliques into play and then lower down. Just take the legs nice and long. So again, pubic bone, belly button, hip bones are level. I've got this little gap underneath the lumbar spine and my ribs are connected. And I'm going to do the same. But as I lift up, I want to lift the leg and then slowly lower back down, keeping the ribs closed. The other side. Eight more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Just take one hand onto the outside and we're just going to bring it over, turning the head the other way. Take a lovely in-breath. And out. In. And out. Last one. Well done. Back the other way. Okay, over. And then back to centre. And let's just do a little bit of side leg. So we've worked just about all the muscle groups then. So lift up that bottom waist, try and find that gap. Lengthen your top leg. Let's lift it up. Let's get some movement through our ankle joint. So we're just going to make the alphabet yeah, with our ankle. So D, E, just in your own time. I write quite quickly. J, kicking K, L. Don't worry if you've not finished. Then we're going to bring the legs slightly back of the midline, but don't arch the back, so keep the navel towards the spine. Lengthen that leg as much as you can, and just drop it and lift it. Drop and lift. Nearly there. We're going to circle for 6, circle for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to circle back the other way. Bear with it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring that heel into bottom. Pull the thigh in line with the hip bone. Take a lovely in breath. And out. In. And out. And then softly, without doing that, come over onto your back. Just take the foot onto the knee. Place the ball underneath the head if you can. Just push that knee away. And then just take the leg up, flex the foot, hold, and point. Flex, and point. Flex, take the foot in and out, in and out. And then gently back. Come slowly over to the side, gently up. Bring yourself gently onto the other side. And this. So again, always give yourself a bit of time. Remember, you can do hip stacked, knee stacked, ankle stacked if you feel stable, but it's quite nice to bend the bottom knee and you're not fighting with that pelvic stability. Lengthen the bottom hand, lengthen the top leg, lift up. Let's make the alphabet with our ankle joint. E, keep the ankle nice and one's dead. Don't worry if you've not finished. Lengthen the top leg, drop, lift. You can take your arms overhead if you feel stable enough. We want no movement through the hips, so we want to keep that, well, we do want movement through the hip, we don't want any movement through the pelvis. And then we're going to circle. Nice control. And circle back. And beautiful, well done. Bring that heel into your bottom. Take a lovely in breath. And out. In. And out. And then we're just going to take that foot onto the opposite knee, lift the knee up, or you can keep the foot, sorry, lift the foot up, or you can keep the foot down. I've got a little bit of a tightening in the groin area today, so I'm just going to keep mine down, because sometimes when you lift up it cramps a little bit. Lengthen the underneath leg, take that leg into a nice stretch position, flex the foot, hold into calf stretch. Point the foot away so you get a little bit of a shin, kind of that tibialis anterior muscle at the front. A little bit of a stretch for that, and then flex again. And then point. And then in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And then just gently down. And then just take your arms out to capital T. I'm going to have mine like that because I haven't got any room at this side. And then I'm just going to take some nice supine spines. Keep the knees in one direction, the head to the other. Inhaling, letting the belly now relax. Draw the tummy in. Back to centre. The other side. Inhaling, letting the belly rise. Out breath, back to centre, one more each side, back to centre, the other side, and then just take the feet either side of the mat. And all we're going to do is just internally rotate the right foot, the right hip, aiming to get the knee towards the floor, just opening up the hip flexor again. Hold. And the other side. And then just gently back to centre position, just slowly roll over. And we're just going to do 2 rolling cats in each direction. So take the hips in one direction, round the spine, take the hips in the other, and dip. One more. And the other way. And then one final cow pose. Out breath. Inhale. And then gently bring the right foot out and the left, and then walk the hands back to the feet. Have a little rest there, so soften the knees as you just gently rock forwards and back. Lift the heel, lift the toes. Lift the heel, lift the toes. Walk the feet further apart. Soften the knees. And gently, gently restack the spine, bone by bone. And just take one more pelvic circle, and the other way. And thank you all. Have a fabulous weekend, guys.